Me DBBA.
Ivan DBBA.
Everything goes.
We are saying on the sanity. Oje?
Chairman.
I say a kind newspaper check.
Papa. Last week the back be fair. Yeah, friend be Daily Graphic. Paper be Daily Graphic. I say you might know Kofi Amabua, Oil Lands and Natural Resource Minister. I say government to stop issuing prospecting licenses to small-scale miners.
And one excellent.
I know we cry there too.
I check.
Chairman. But this like how they are doing the. And Okada riders who said a manifesto promise. It's His Excellency John Mahama say set new rules for the Okada riders. In fact, I know the necessary power. Now so na more more Okada more to ahwe no. We no say the watemaka o. Omo nye. And Ghana risk losing EU timber export license. Parliament yet to rectify.
There be yankasa timber na yempese bium beko.
And I say what hanu mo say nye say.
And timber yen license bi akura mba bium. Me timber nka.
I say man ye wo ha de.
I wouldn't timber ne wa ha me nwia nsisi o.
O metwa de ko Burkina na yi mo mu de akwa.
Oh, ye chiwa na ye de watu.
Enti eno ne name wo the front page of the Daily Graphic. Na ye hwe fofre. Ghanaian Times. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the picture Bohabu yi, picture where say mono pa, shen pa. No, so let's compliment donor support. Na, I say we research and innovation. President Mahama to African countries. I know, added the John Dramani Mahama edeba. Na, you know, picture Bohabu say pa. Very funny. You see, mining policy under review to meet current dynamics. Kofi Amabua picture na wahanu mo say now nim. Funi no hear so, you trust no signal. Tell me. Adena, oh, there should be. Let the actual also do.
Baba kuna ho ni there.
Oh, Jema. Oh, here no signal there no. Oh, here no signal. Oh, here no signal there no. And then you have pa. E je na Kofi Amabua ne employee boka ho bi no sustain key interventions to improve lives of women, children.
President Mahama didn't hear, but African leaders na mo kwajiskana na mo di no. Jebi fafofro.
Na Daily Guide. Dey say propaganda na no be. O say Yakusia Menu question Ofosu Kwache over air-made flights flight number on the page 6. Security operative rates Baomia's ADC's house.
Very good.
Oh.
Obi afie yetimi ready. We nya de ede. Ye kase ye ready ufie a. Se blata kwa ready ni fie. Ti ye ready ufie enya hwe. Na de be enwa.
Ntim Fordjour. Sofo.
Ono watra sofo moko. Ntim Fordjour.
I will use sofo ana.
Oh, ye baller sofo papa. I'm telling you.
Oh,
no, these are the guys. No. Oh, ye baller sofo. These are the crofo what system ni mu a. Won ahye da fa Yesu Kristo se wo mo bra pani. Ena omode ne nam kro nim ena omode Yesu edi nse hunu kro ma oya bola sofo. How can you tell me say whole reverend minister wodwene oman ho ko security ho na kwa kire nsem a wo say no de me nko because I was speaking on behalf of one. You were speaking on behalf of who?
Oh,
na we friend sofo moko a yese akwa bia so ntese oh yes sofo bola
aye eno na wo kasem bi so wa say fake currencies found in Bank of Ghana boxes.
Oh, me my boss say Bank of Ghana governor no. Me be a simple question and no pay. Bank of Ghana boxes na de krasika ba no. 301 boxes na buy no. E wo hin cause empty ones ni bi woni fie.
Sir.
On why ya we. On see on the fa newspaper. On say Bank of Ghana box na de krasika no.
Or the fa newspaper.
Empty ones no. We will use the film or the far newspaper or the far book, the books and the far documents and the idea. What is the guarantee? Say, your books now the goom now the coffee and empty now the box they see. Now
the newspaper now the quack what they are to try.
When him says our boxes now the classicano dollar ne pounds ne cities ne bano. There's a way, a legal way disposing of. Because obienya na otimi. FOB seal no assetesa. Sikebie wombia is assumed to be genuine.
Oh, okay. Because we there.
ena wo governor no wo asesa de akogu fie eh den na Bank of Ghana adaka e de cresika boxes ekopie na sadison efie
petenyo mami akoko
number 2 national security for permanent bi a che no I mean kan che baby order menim de enti ankofo wi sika ya na straight flat no wadan so mo ho no mo nenam Japan me kire sa akwa na ne din ai ne dika no on nenam straight flat ho se mo huna me che baby on nenam opa onya no ntimi nwane nko baby a odwane kokoro bi telai bi ho ano be komesa kire mo ho ano nenam ho ano nenam National security for chain no $50 million fake and then one office
fake
$50 million. What am I doing? They trade with the Bank of Ghana. I am saying it. They trade the fake dollars with the Bank of Ghana.
And this is the
they trade. Mamin generalizing. They trade fake currencies with the Bank of Ghana. This is what they do. Nice, I am saying it. My name is Blessed God's Brain Smart. When they try to Francis, they saw senior the newspapers. They brought me. We are met to us. Bomb yanko.
Nah, Japan. What the?
Anti-Colonial Francis. We on Francis school no be any. Fawobako. Unyam tawate yewia beshim Onia Francis na down fa ba ne ko school papa na asum ye mra wo ba na dwen kwada ne bebre ne nam Ghana ha dwen na ye basa wo ka ye se mayenka Ghana pena kwada wo class 6 portrays am say busan say who is the mother of Jesus
now what's your master's question to me say what's your question go for say boy am I say get true or false
Who is the mother of Jesus? What is the name of Muhammad's first wife? I know a question. Yeah, the solving Ghana problem, me. Who is the father of Jesus? A exam, sir. And when I throw JSS 1. No one knows what thrown kakraka. Joseph, who was a carpenter.
Chairman, I'm a teacher, be there or JSS 1. Your friend Kuntash. We really fit that. Then they give your friend Ifua. And or they buy exams. Ifua is man get true or false. Now they must so more na cultural force. Obi to know. So maybe bet you be go.
What's that you true?
What bet true so so. Obi mark you no asa ma extra mass aka ho.
O man ya yetima obi true final year level 400. Ni man multiple choice.
Oh and there.
AB wuti and wati. What be that? University final year level 400.
Serious so. Last
Bank of Ghana asem no tie. One with the fake currency they call Bank of Ghana. Na Bank of Ghana J.
Oh.
And one with this fake they call no one more original currency no one they call evidence or videos or and we actually then and come here the J. No more na Bank of Ghana should have catch Ghana for say banks na JJ fake dollars bebre aba. Fake currency bebre aba into omo kwhye no Tisikana Bank of Ghana first started share from 2018 na no ombo fake dollars omo trade here oh they think we don't know we know oh me say boxes ni go and as the same fee on chain kwan of us could be in fee
oh okay but final one will have
uncle Chief Justice uncle
oh now mama carry
uncle
mama carry
enye uncle
oh
enye hwe ade bi o ho a
na mama make sorry no be akra
ben carry uncle ono an tiase uncle
what mama carry Jo Mahamani
uncle Chief Justice uncle ono an tiase uncle
CJ
newspapers nasa
we bring over to the ni aka dey say we
alata ni dey
na we akwa ke so mbodo hwe mutu pa we akwa we ke so man Daniel Patrick pa mbodo hwe mutu
pa we 3940 no na masa
next time na ona dwumu ada ho me dwumu da ho pa good board game changer aye
once I'm come time ni ho
oh no bet
Gobochi.
And I'm watching a more. Say, oh, hey.
I don't know. Say, someone didn't think cry. Obi, I want the bill, no. You say at 2024. December, ni muno. My instruction says when to me I'm meeting the bail bond na. yen transfer in free cell na or no enti obi or that cell one kind ya transfer in ko tamale cell
Gan policy for na yes ade no.
That's when I can.
Boko there.
And I know, no, Sister Penny Fabu say, how did I survive under MPP?
The gods are not to be blamed. Sometimes the gods will be crazy. We're a business analyst. Bank of Ghana engages Guta on microeconomic and stability growth. And the brofos are Lands Minister tax PMMC to ensure mining sector operative effectively. And Ridge Hospital saga. Hey, as this pharmacy pops up, as I say, over alleged extortion of patients, panic grips, top officials as Yoko widens investigations. We're betting. Technically, Nyama, I work graphic in one, I help person in one. But then I may do one more interest in CJ there. No.
Oh, dear, yeah. You remember drew her.
Sister, I said,
oh, the uncoin yashi, on the yashi. I have an aquaba.
Captain, it's a actual.
I
said, what damn malami?
I am fine. Boy, see this, God in a jabby. Share a Mauli, share GH boy. Oh, you be a sissy, so as I knew you, so you will be. But me jaya, they am the yard there. Time be a bit be the menka, but sometimes you have to smell like them.
A national security operative back home. A friend of your boy or Kumasi Airport or Simi Country Social.
So, new ones now, but
new ones or Kumasi Airport.
And the old ones they say, Pamu.
Oh, when you say, I say some normal to Sunday.
What the bag is one of the truck on the bag if you play the move and block bag in the fit truck or so Baba dad. A Hurifam bag, mamma, no, so no.
Oh, Sunday, no. I'm not coming to me. I'm out. You let me 5 person and to record.
Oh, no, Aquaba, the more Aquaba. Oh, the software answer, your parties.
What's that? I don't know some of this.
I mean, besides, would the software?
I mean, this of
because I saw for them your policies.
Yeah,
no, but on the most
April Fool software, I'm from channel.
Sir, April Fool software.
Yeah, I say it was 1st April. Now, it was 1st April. The April Fool, no.
SK Boa for no a software MPP.
Hey,
Aaron Michael Quay or a software MPP.
Yeah.
And Yansafue more or a software MPP. Ntim Fordjour a software MPP. Wait, I do my hands no a software.
Decking.
And I want musical too. You know what double citizens double.
Oh, that's all the door. You government official. You come to watch it. I come now watch it.
I do something like that.
Reverend Tokusu watch it. That's
a
and so no say
MPP.
Oh, Opoku ina so MPP software. Software to be bought by embassy. Back from Hanema.
And these are things that you expect second if I bet to now you're writing the narrative, so they are coming back and it will be some way. But the way a manner they are going about things, you know, it's so annoying, you know. And because majority of the people are emotional, they think they can capitalize on
you see
some
emotions now, naturally. I haven't. No. Because I was starting April Fool so 40. Maybe I person on the phone.
Captain, I mean, chair what for.
And then free range. Maybe I person to for the.
Me chair what for no for so. Na Omampeni is Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana. Was your chair bia. Na ende Ghana for us say mpaiboa omudi time Omampeni John Dramani Mahamachi. Ama winning power in 90 days in government. Omampeni is Excellency John Dramani Mahamabedio Omampeni no. Boshia or the man any social contract or the man Ghana for no. Captain, we can say to my agent to say, Oye, obey Jumano so. Boshia e-living and our castle obey council or repeal act no, a council. Back it as say a call. Lane government a call. Boshia in the school feeding program, Yatimia so. I must say, I might increase it. And then, when you can say nursing training allowances, they say as I reinstate it, I'm a good source of funding. national service for a scandal be see hono ya tumi asese ano ama ya tua yemkwala na omo national service personnel no na onti hwe na omampani John Dramani mama ya eyade a ya ni da ho a ye pese yembo man no ekwado mpempen so benti ye de as a people in government no ye ntra ho emma obi embe false allegation embe said the reputation of this country as Ghanaians. Unim say some years ago sa no mo de ntro mahama ye incompetent or ye way omuni nam ho ama 1 million Ghanaians ato aba against omampani John Dramani mama wakwatena ho asa suanyansa like how do you say it as I corrective normal bebre say by Emma Ghana for about 2 million Ghanaians as to aba in addition against the 1 million. And here there near cost we can April Fool suffer no. Ntim Fordjour asema I be see no. Me there I've always say and okay the gods are not to believe. When say ola routine natural.
Yeah.
Okay assembly or see it's ignorance that made a rat to attack a cat. Because any ignorance so a rat can never in any day decide a rat can never in any day attack a cat. And the idea, you never grown the idea. Captain, wouldn't say menu to Okrum Hano. You say France as a government, or more when she be or more two or say, if you come to issue of money laundering, a bit my restriction be a Ghana or my young man, a better power. An international community in Robonia Samayakai, so who designed Robonia to abandon so ever Krumha. A idea, you say, and no member Brebesi, I'm a Ghana, a Kruma at Chima. And I yelling at the people on the street. Yemba obin travel and you'll be there say Nibawa street and cocaine. I'll be at the baby or your cocaine. Young him say, and Kofeba could score Ghana hapa. Unim Kimbu. When is a cooking which ya then I call cocaine for. People with drug peddling, people who that's sneak cocaine. Oh my dundermant or more. And the same time and Kofobi called Kimbu senior high no. An allegation was true. Why wouldn't you call Kimbu senior high and the Mabedi Mampeno Krumha? Now, maybe we are very serious as people of yes. Me. Maybe Quanta. Okay. Yes.
Oh, maybe we saw question. What
yes, from Richard Manorbi.
Okay.
Yes.
And I call Kimbu.
Oh no, I say why him say Kimbu, the back of Kimbu, senior high. Who him go for Mugugu. And there was allegations in this country against people. In these drugs things, there was allegations against in this country against some other drugs. And you know some time of this country, now 8 years, because of lack of credibility in presidency. One was say Ebre Okromha. And in that down the enya there be diagro. Che, you Okromha, Mampeni ba Okromha be dada Ghana for. Was it there also by one village, one dam? Or by one this said $1 million per one constituency. Let me can say, and Trona now mu try and Ghana for I to about Atiamono. San Trona no mu person from Mampeni John Dramani Mama Amamboom. So we will not sit down and let it go. And yet, Matisa and Kofosi, Asama Abayi, I identify here security agencies in Casa. I have to tell me now, I'm Nambuna Chaska for Matania campaign, says policeman. Tamana minam before Drew, a campaign of Obiano. Tamana Nipa Yambua, a campaign, no Biano. Me cock villages to constituencies, extra Ghana for see, near Mampeni John Dramani Mama, so Baba Yeni. And he said, Obi person on for a fee and from good Mampeni John Dramani Mama Swa. Mean now the security agencies, MBA investigation, and some mountains and your truffle. And I want to say, there's no way I will do it in that way. I must expose the ignorance and the lies of the person. Sebi, you will come when you Sanka Sakawa for and now or Motimiye 419. And it was that those days. Okay, I said those days now, Nanado Bekasa, not all the fraud was a charm and Bekasa.
Oh.
Yes, it used to happen. Yes, and almost say, oh, Chairman Bekasa, they will not go to do any fraud that day because Chairman want to talk. Because he has fraud the Ghanaians as a whole. I'm telling you, and I can't for some fraud here. Now they can $50 million. You know my cocoa Sweden cafe. Chairman Bekasa, and that those days are Chairman Bekasa, fraud was sent Kwejumano at home. We have a serious president, so if you are a man of God,
with all due respect, I want you to withdraw that.
Oh, Captain, what's the meaning of withdraw? But I make catch you on say you will come I know which me village, me constituent, and $1 million. Me go to Abamawa, Mania, why am I doing? One fraud me.
What's it?
Me watch him say, me constituency, me to Abamawa, $1 million. for 8 years, $80 million.
So you can say the leader of the fraud administration.
Let me say chairman, because
Nanado as chairman.
What is it?
As a chairman, who modified you?
I say, well, let me
get a better chance.
No, Mimi to come her.
Fraud boy is a chairman. They are no issue.
No. Say Mimi of me.
But anyway, we withdraw.
Yes, we withdraw. But you see, Auntie said, "Oh, a man of God." The people of Asim North are to Abamano.
Asin or Asin South?
I think Asin North. Okay, that's Asin South. That's the question. Asin South are to Abamano. Now, Bambraso Bejomono, the micro minority, I will say, we are software. Now, software, we are being so called and Cronoka. And when you now decide to say, would you go in the committees we call the subcommittee on defense and interior in Parliament? Show. The people of Asim has honored you. Your party in minority has also honored you. Now, say assembly or una was you. Captain, una was you. Say, play in the land or airport. Me me who. Me near Ghana Airport Company. Me near Civil Aviation. No man penny John Dramani no you. Una wakashe. Una assembly about what to say BBS one or share. Now, Captain, say, who question play in this number? As you want who say. Una was you say. Cocaine one. Why didn't you call the security agencies immediately? Somebody arresting microphone. In a reasonable way, isn't that what to do? So meaning the minister MPP any intro the except of Mali we. They are very addicted to lying to the people. And so we will not sit down for any person to undermine the credibility of President John Dramani Mahama and NDC government. We must expose them for them to know the fact. Captain, someone who the fact of the issue of the question.
Monsieur, Ivan and Shemita.
Captain.
Or has he ever
Captain, that's a who to know so and who sign on my wet now was and me on no crime kilos ni amount of money na cocaine and woman. No be a one cocaine, who knew the number of kilos and an amount that it was in the container. In the flight and one country be a plane 2 years no and why joining them 1st April by before 12 o'clock no April Fool would have been other than Ghana for Camudio. After the on Mampeni John Dramani Mahama with his credibility to protect the integrity of this country was he collaborate with the security agencies for investigation to be done. Captain, isn't it the best way? After the old running. Why are you running?
Ntim Fordjour, right.
Why what right do you have?
Right.
Is the commander-in-chief of Ghana Armed Forces and my instructions.
And I'm on tonight.
Say, bruh, come and collaborate. Come and collaborate. Come and collaborate with the security agencies.
That is some the Mujaka. We have your
So due process be full. There's some more.
What are you talking about? We are
so releasing man or releasing the man.
Or releasing one man.
Captain, Minister Speaker, yes, sir. Due diligence. Captain, our immunities, but there's a limitation to this immunity. Sir, you put the state into danger. On a red alert. Captain say Ghana international community almost taking this issue serious. They can put the state on red alert on drug peddling. And it will affect the economy of the nation. Just the political interest of say John Mahama Mambunti. So on the minimum say collaboration collaborating with the security agencies. I'm an investigation and due diligence. But this all say or be ancho letter man Captain. Now in this your media house. Now, media general, now my show is who are host of the show. Now, the following issues will be now maybe MD. And I'm see you far from friends. Oh, no matter to Chimaha and the Ayabana, Ombebuana, Omoya Shoni, Yabaka, Oman Cholet, Amon Juma. That is disrespectful. So you can't disrespect the president's order. And here, as people in government and NDC communicators there, we will tell the people, say, the credibility of President John Dramani Mahama still stands. The credibility of this country still stands. Also for trouble it's just to disgrace the NDC government and the nation as a whole. And then we will not allow so Obimeye. Now saying about one of your sister stations. Sami Jenfi Bisano of the evidence on your hands or joining for studio. You went to the studio to go and tell the people said the information you had. But Obi Bisano said tell evidence remember. All they could do is to run away. See, we are not joking in this country. The Consensus Party days is gone. The days of Kenke Party is gone. It's now the days of reckoning and accountability and credibility for the nation. And here, Captain, now, you nim cocaine dealers or Chrome Hamuye. Mimi Tie, the deputy commissioner of NACOP. Okay, previously the MP before no cocaine issue, but they don't report it. They did not report it. That is not kind. The commissioner said it. And then the you want to put the NDC in the spirit of cocaine. We have records and evidence of your administration, what you did in drug peddling. And so, if you're an expert in drug allegations, don't bring it to this government. We are very focused, and we will not disappoint Ghanaians. Ghana don't take him serious. So when him so serious here, he should collaborate with the security agencies. Now you share information now. You are a ranking. And at this point, you can even lay a question in Parliament for the Interior Minister to come and answer. So we interested in it. All this person say the most guy, so for guy. We show information. They say they own more track it. And people track evidence and information in this country, and they were credible. Now, how many times did you go to court? How many times did the police chase you? But because your information is right, they can't do anything. Almost I won't call. And I don't call. Me as a PR person, all we know is that mis and disinformation is dangerous than HIV. I don't know, sir.
Sir?
Misinformation. It's dangerous than HIV/AIDS. It is the most deadly disease on earth. Misinformation. That you are holding onto information and you are not giving to people. Or you have information, you disseminate it wrongly. You remember the Rwanda war, what happened? It's not misinformation.
Oh, yes, sir.
We remember the 8 years in suffering under Nana Danko Akufo-Addo was not misinformation. And yes, sir. And some would be misinforming the public, say they were credible managers of the economy. Look at the number of people that died, your colleagues. So we are not joking with misinformation in this government. Luckily, President John Mahama is a communication expert, he understands PR job. So who you filter the content well and say what they are not consumer. No. You don't just give it out because all the manufacturer. Are you a joker?
I am not.
No, they are not. Anything I say police for me, I know so what 8 years, what court, I'm a national security for 3,000. But because you say information now one, I right into no unsro. And member of parliament, Mr. Ranking member, defense and interior, big post. When you say information, I right bring it and come and let us investigate it. Now, as I'm on the information, right say, one should say now Benti and one should past government official, and current official, all the cocaine back from one. Only some company don't pano. You think that we allow people to be consuming drugs in this country and then they'll go haywire on this end? Do you know how it will cost the health ministry to go and tell those things? So, Captain, we are serious people. We are not joking.
Captain.
No, so you're April Fool's.
I'm in Captain the Dicam, I mentioned your friend saying, not last Saturday, I have a birthday, or almost sending me messages and well wishes in that will be as I think that there is no issue, and some of these things are possible because of system, no too much emotions, and some people think it's easily to capitalize on these emotions and become politically relevant. And I think they fuel this kind of misinformation and disinformation campaign so. Now, Captain, the funny aspect of it all is what can I say? Now, all delete politics from what is happening. Now, what can I say? Now, we have common sensical analysis. Clearly, you see, say, okay.
First point.
Captain, it doesn't matter where we stand across the political divide. Obiani who support cocaine, and obiani who are buying by cocaine business. Obetina TV so, and now obetina baby I bought a buying number so say, Monkosona munyo cocaine. It's something. It's unheard of. Everybody will speak against it. But when the situation is not like that, you don't project it for political expediency, Captain. To begin with, John Mahama Baye or on the 7th of January 2025, and 91 days. That is 3 months, Captain. A bang and our capture political power. Now within the first 3 months. Say even or your cocaine crab just say within 3 months, and even security agencies only set it up in then he will set in motion cocaine business. That is the first red flag that you need to understand. Because Oko police are the only person that has been changed there, the IGP. Beyond that, all the security architecture, everything is in place. Yeah. And again, Captain, so move beyond that. By within this period now, there has been 3 high-profile cocaine busts in this country. So, now all your cocaine, Saban Nachi, Aban Ninkro for Muye cocaine within 3 months on 3 occasions. Does it make sense? Aban or cocaine no, or no actually Ninkro for within a period of 3 months. And cocaine is no more or more in recent time, you know. In recent times, Yanchi Bisa, so Bisa was in the last 80 years, you know, is this something and now costing a bit more boom when you go so. Now within 3 months, you know, Obi and a human are all basted. These are relevant questions you should be asking. Because for the government to confiscate your friends saying that's tons of drugs within this country, within this period, at this time, you know, clearly the credit must go to security agencies for doing this particular thing. And then who your positioner, you pro further. Said Nipa who are behind it, you know, they're the very people we must chase. But to conclude and say, there was suspicious flight moving in the first place, the first bust in their course now, estimation there around 350 million. No? Captain, it was busted on the 4th of April.
That's right.
Your friend said 4th of March 2025 way. Plane now come was according to Ntim Fordjour way, you know. The first plane landed on the 12th. Spent 13 days and left on what? 25th. But your friend said, cocaine or come was no.
Yet before the
flight. Before even the flight even came into this country. Maybe that is something people are not or more yet. Before the flight came to this country. Then the second one I am made when I buy, you know, according to Felix, or say your friend say, or more near my buy just to assist this one to repair, no, came on the 20th and left on the 25th. Then the second cocaine bust, you know, was arrested. Your friend saying, Koforibi attack the highway. That was on the 2nd or 3rd of April. Captain, and this is even the date in as for what this particular thing. They are highly unrelated in any way. And as Ghanaians, you know, we may be very much concerned about cocaine. Yachi ewo kroma say, you know. Na yanka aban na yenhu hawa the persons that are involved, you know. You go after them because so obi a cocaine. It doesn't matter whether the person is NDC or MPP. All we know is that the person is a cocaine campaign, and we don't want it, and that person must be dealt with. It's as simple as that. But to try to relate it to an unrelated incident, you have no idea, but rather you are just conjecturing because in some of our kinds of I said there was suspicious plane. And nama air cover. Suspicious plane means you are not even sure of the plane. So plane are when you're sure, no? How do you even know the content of a woman? The one who said carry cocaine and said carry cocaine. And some of these things who put it up there, you should be factually accurate. And the Abra president show interest, you know, a whole crowd of money, because this is his government and they are saying, say, Abina ban or tongue cocaine. Then the president on social media says, I'm also interested in this thing. And what they accept na ban bra. Naba boy, provide all the necessary information I may settle this particular matter. Then you go there and say, Name Kasa on behalf of committee. Now press conference not anymore, not committee not anymore. You see, some of these childish politics, you know, I'm sure say we need to move beyond that because, Captain, I'm on fire serious. So what to initiate the geopolitical arena now, share the tensions that are going on. Now how countries are trying to go, your friends saying, that domestic way. Now I'm for abandoning the globalization. Now, a chance all your mind want to do near my year. Ebeka unkwa, what would Donald Trump flashing your friends saying, slapping taxes on countries just like that. And the way a country in one position who ye not would do who cartoon sembi mua or because in recent times na AU at some point is that they blacklisted us because of money laundering. Oh Kroma, in 2020, 2021, 2022. You got to a point your friends the Ghana embassy, accounts are Belgium was flagged say the money laundering. Yeah. All these things happen in this country. You understand? So you can see.
I know what boy and
see before 2025. You see, you can seek false equivalence. Oh, you can't buy so people will see it in a bad light. And as for say, I'm for your cocaine business under this way. Bring the fact, we will sit here and speak against it. Say even president no crime cocaine. Now evidence, bring it. We will chase him out of this country. You understand? Yeah. Because we will not be sitting here and be condoning anything. But why you don't have the fact, you don't have any information, you just go into the public space and misinform people, sell some of these things. At the end of the day, you've been given opportunity to appear before security agencies. You're out there talking nonsense. And then the same gentleman is moving on radio to radio, gallivanting, just attempting to say, I said our videos or be shown as a forum. So our evidence he's moving from one radio. Yesterday, number what take care. Maybe me one of the radio stations. Some of our can see as be announce be acquire underground investigation or video be or be show this sensationalism. No, say binyansa be your political party has lost badly. You know that your integrity is battered. You need to build that trust and confidence. But some of these things, young people in this country are very enlightened. I'm for you, say emotionally charged politics, say happy sentiment, that kind of you know. If you want to caught the attention of people, come out with facts, relevant ones, because any reasonable person be able to say we actually be able to say what be more captain, because I buy or buy and already 3 months, you know. At me high profile, if I say cocaine on 3 occasions. Who be say in the last 8 years, na yanchi cocaine na kwa hefa. These are questions you should be asking, because within a period of 3 months, say yetimi achivia and you can't abanya our record when it comes to cocaine. So the Ghana obiani. Captain Obiani cocaine na era ebi change MV Benjamin na se for no MP a yetime che no a oton cocaine ye jeli ni man kodam and ntin ye yini free. You see, these are things we've moved past that particular thing, because if you want to do just politics, people will come from the other side and they will tend to hold this whole conversation into something different. That partisan this thing will come in. For me, it is not necessary. We just need to look at the gains na ye make it as a country. Security agency Japan and improve for national security. They are doing a phenomenal job by arresting some of these things. And I think that is a kind of commendation that we need to give them and go after government to say we want details. Make sure you prosecute them. Ghana is doing something. But in the situation where one china what we do, that kind of politics, you know. Politics for me, I think that I don't expect a software to be doing some of these things. Somebody who claims Ghana for aniti okruma na manfo su nyansa that nsoro bebre begu okruma say. Nipa do no anim nyansa. That is why a lot of people are relevant, because let me take you back to UK. Captain, na asase we su na po manya ya kanya mesuma na Lydia na ye UK
kwa sorry pa chen
Adolf Hitler kwachi omuku omo se nyankopon tena ase ma Adolf Hitler beku omo ntifuru na ko eduru Sunday awu park so. You see
the youngest doesn't go to the agent.
Captain, you see Tana yet no amanfo depressed. Amanfo are emotionally, you know. So people are just taking advantage. What I say, the last time I minute your first KKD into the catches okwa kurasa be huma maybe anopa oti asoro them we oti asoro them and ajo oti asoro them ye meeting you did you club asoro akọ. When you see such people, you think so osum nyame. They are not nyame no osum no. There is a deep hole down their heart. Going to church, you know, is a place I almost go to hide, just to seek refuge, because on their own they can't survive. Yeah, and probably some of these people, you know, people will ignore them. Now I say that you'll be a Christian. I'm a Catholic. I know you go to church. We worship God. We pray. You know, our individual ways. But we don't front these things. You understand that? But you see, some of these things we in your mini part. Now you're out there as a public person. You need to live to inspire that trust and confidence. You don't go around throwing some of these things around. Saying and now enough evidence to substantiate say indeed these are the evidence here, but what we accuse, you know, you're just throwing some of these half-baked fact out there just to seek political capitals or whatever. At the end of the day, you know, you forget there is the image of the country and now what is on the line, because in some way there are people who might take it serious and then as a forum, and you can even say and I'm saying ya check cocaine and chroma within this short period. No, government should be on the alert. Individuals now we probe for information. Instead of Parliament, you can call the minister to come and answer questions regarding some of these things. You can equally call for swift prosecution of these individuals. Cocaine within 3 months almost 3 or high profile way, you know. That person are working soon say the person say does it make any sense?
It is very difficult to provide visual proof of drugs and cash.
But how do you know the quantity?
Now suspicious play now and now according to him. No. How do you know that?
Chairman, but Bible no or my credentials of a pastor. Who a pastor is?
JB.
So from credit to my young kind. Okay, Timothy chapter 1. Now can Titus 1.
How did Timothy ba?
Timothy be sha say me.
Oh, Timothy.
No, so a pastor
Timothy
should be of good reputation.
1.
Both within the church and outside the church.
2.
Demonstrating integrity
3.
and trustworthiness.
4.
And here number 1. Number 2. A pastor should exhibit emotional stability and avoid
that is emotional intelligence.
Excesses like drunkenness and violence. It's in the Bible. A credential of a pastor. A pastor
I take exception.
No, I'm saying
honorable, please.
Are you trying to fridge you?
There be drunkenness and also trying to fridge. Ntim Fordjour I knew on no one sir.
Oh, there be
Now, Captain, even this issue isn't even about say or your software and I say on your software or your software, no your politics. He has every right.
Yes.
So who's a cocaine business because I know because in the field, you know, I'm on for cocaine or say so software crowd an extra duty man to do some of this, and for me,
it will add additional value.
Yes, I like that energy on his part. But you see, you don't venture into an arena of nothing and seek to create that kind of political momentum because the party has gone into opposition. You are finding a way to revive. So they are revisiting those old, your friends, a playbook. Let us accuse the person, and we have people in the media who harness on some of these. So I know the day, you know, people are not even talking about the issues. People are not interrogating the issue, but rather people are tagging John Mahama as a person, as a cocaine person. It doesn't make sense in any way. So I know the day people are unable to, and the political space is such that people are emotionally charged. You see people who should know better on various social media platforms writing certain things they don't even understand. You understand? So that kind of political capital now all seeking to get out of this, you know, that is my problem. But as an MP or any issue now about government, he has every right to talk about it. But don't say things are winning. Now you don't conjecture. You understand political space and the conjecture any relevance because a man for fact check and expose you.
More man space na.
But that space has been given to him. Captain, space ben na wuhia. Actually, the whole president will write to say you should be invited by the security. In the past, you know, yenya low budget can the book at Neza Okroma say Captain Smart. You know very well, say or no on Tiokra na campus what see the woka. And some hunu na se for no. Akufo no benya da age say your friend say mate the woka no na we security agencies for enco calibrate. It never happened.
No budget can the book at Neza.
Low budget.
No budget.
Or no, I will do Nebuchadnezzar, or just who is in the bind and the number. And some Kwan obey you. But you have a president, our culture say, Matilda Okano, cocaine, me and as a president, I'm interested. And your software is good. So, President Kwanka sends you know evidence now on go and meet security agencies and make sure say we resolve the issue. And then you are backtracking and you are in the media. Speaking as if say you have tons of evidence, hey, it doesn't make sense.
There is a one yes, I'm betting.
Oh, you see, I think that is childish.
That's why yes, I'm betting. That's it. I go your call. Your boy, David Okwati. Obatio. Obatio. It's the one I would talk about.
But I think, sir, cocaine issues for Krumhano to say the Ivan Kayano.
But say 8 years ago. In the last 8 years,
yes. And I'm because
nebi nkoso.
Nebi nkoso.
And JB, obi a we nyansa ni bia kan say we na 8 years no a single cocaine. 3 months then the government in power and so on na eye cocaine no ase ache ni nkrofo. Doesn't even make sense. Asem we nyansa and you so for na bia obi ntu ne fosa na yire ben na. On whisper to the him say I didn't hear the class because you say no be believe in this thing. You understand? I say media Van Dam for the MPP on there come on Jachan. So be a quaquada. And just on the media Van Dam and then on nam radio way on nam how on nam ha. He's all over the place.
Yeah, he is.
As a Van Dam media Van Dam on there come on be a
10-6.
As a one media Van Dam, I just said, I don't know, almost one casa radio station be on Kenyans as seven so. Say, over say, or Passoya popular, and Uncle who Sakway and Satawale now, or Monia and your man, and that's yeah, Collabo, you know, I think that you see, Captain, we need to get serious. Now you must have man, I'm saying, say, John Mahama new government aba. So we are Ghana na idea and call writer. You have every right because it is our duty as young people to ensure say we straighten things up and make sure say the government will do the right thing. And that should be our focus. But nema enka ho no a yes ansem hunu old politics na ya they say ho aba be sin no. Uni factor just shut up somewhere. What I say no. But for MP nipa amanfo mmerewafo adi lie so ahomachi akoto aba ma wo. Brene amuamane Could you money more parliament and a Huabrabonia? Me, I think, and now man for lose confidence in the kind of politics that we do here in leadership. What I say, we must begin to put premium on the power among for the mile. Not nipa in the 2 million man, because president amount that particular opportunity. Hey, and you're so easy, so amount that go and meet them. Omuntio, then you see, say, your friend saying, I can't collaborate. Oh, but Nana make us say, when you're Omutia, or when you're president. Oye ku kakra na nka okonya emu binuma kasa amere bia nka onam togo nwuram ho afe na owura boda no
Captain asori ba na oye pastor Reverend asori ba
Mpacho menim
Uncle na sorry that
I say we expelling from the church
na sa on asori ne de
I say members in fear asori it's a fact it is a fact immediately no now expelling of you until the investigation is done. No one's on your truffle. So yes, answer and answer our dear business and what drink for you power dad or what Jomus get. There's someone first answer because it's not credible.
So some of these things are very serious because the international communities, one of some of these allegations are by way, the number of way or model best subject you through the
you come also for beer or castle Emma can upon the castle and cover finance want to be that. The person was already yes. I'm on Crawford Johnny Finance want because empty.
Investor confidence is key, and Captain,
it's a major problem. It's a major issue, and I think that is what he's doing. Or person here be a like credibility. Say I could be for any bilateral agreement. I don't want GND. So that on make us say, oh, Abanama was when they are not getting international support. Then you will run the state down for your own interest. Decide power there. Because when way these people Kotani leper way. And now the baby. They said we'll go to coma, Papa be crying the car, or 3 car and then the battery. When I can say engine alcohol. No, I say Kotani no born non piaca. 1 year I see ye the piaca. Ye say the piaca. Now we say I'll be doing you as member of parliament. What's your your constituency?
Anyway,
Chief Justice issue no more career. Captain. Say I'm on fire. They say all the petition you call.
But honestly, I think I need a Saturday political show.
I
need a Saturday morning show.
Yeah, in the show.
Yeah,
very.
I need a Saturday morning show.
Like the key point.
Like from 7 to 11, we are done.
Yeah, who here?
It will be interesting.
7 to 11. Nick, 7 to 11, we are done. We can start May.
Monshisha ni. Edwana pamba be fire there beba.
Oh, that be said no your cost.
No, Mr. Ju.
Edwana pamba fire there beba. Captain, I think said did not cost wama and I think the Chief Justice has submitted the response. And who one of the propaganda newspapers naturally say response now a response that is meant to be given to Chief Justice, you know. But I say now who content here who say so some of this media thing no is important. But Captain may there be a can say near my go beyond the Chief Justice. Many are be any personal distance against it. It is about the judiciary system and the integrity at a form a Ghana ni be a shame sabi. Among for Benya ahotoso ni GD away judiciary. So individuals no mudi any no and ya dear near man say na kwan for some conduct or added that kind of Irish no say a judiciary captain will be endangering the very prospect of our democracy, endanger its foundation, and then your integration, your coercion, will be under threat. And then no, and then who here said, the essay ye biana, about fine ya bagan and young dreams say, Semene, Binya Sema, I can trust the court. Semin to trust you be a court no kwa there been some call her many justice. But we've gotten to a point, yet you cry and trust your court. How much more be over one timber? And most of the international arbitration companies don't move on timber, and be anywhere professor the local laws. They prefer the international arbitration, international court, and so forth. Yes, into a mojo name we are, then Ukasa Wuntia or Japadia Bontin or Hakoje. We can live in a country and have this thing. So for me, I think that's very, very important. I'm for more read the political meaning to some of these things. So what's na Chroma from 2017 to ene? Now one who the course way judiciary, then some are course Chroma, not while read the public survey, any other polls are course regarding the level of trust and confidence among for a judiciary. It will be the interest of everybody for us to reset these institutions, not just the Chief Justice. For me, on the Supreme Court bench, there are a lot of individuals we have to just vet them and know, say, when it comes to integrity, credibility, qualification will be qualified, and you must be damned to conclude that once the person has qualification, they are good to go. No, we are talking about justice dispensation. The integrity of the person sitting there, the trust and confidence people have in them is very key. And for me, these are things that we need to. We went into an era, a certain president decided, so we made a packet court, and he was bringing in friendly peoples. Now, Manfo Nim said they have this fraternal relationship, partisan allegiance, and this kind of way to individuals. These are individuals, I do Mukogu court, Ama Niema I see one time for Ghana for. So, it is very, very important to say, you follow the due process. Say, Council of State, the president, I know that the petition on that come on, or who said there are substance in it. I'll be very disappointed when there are no substance in it. Na yebe koso edia yiro that if there are substance in it and semna nipa no kan emu odura, we shouldn't be now anyway have a patch out or something. No, we shouldn't be condoning those things because it is the destiny of this country that is on the line. It is our form and now be a coso per the first a constitutional description, now petition fall within that particular range. Now we're able to prove it. I think she must go. And unfortunately for us, we don't live in a country that people are decent enough to know, sir. The public are against me, and for that matter, I'm going. Captain, show you what to see. It is not about you sitting here. It is about the many people watching you from outside. That's right. So, that's more listeners. About 90% abejino demonstrations. Omo Captain Smart, do you think the management will let you hear? Because you are here because of them. They are the very people who give life to the program. And you are doing it because of them. You go to where you'll be accepted. You understand? So, in any decent country, the Chief Justice will not even expose herself to this kind of embarrassment. Because you know very well, people don't want you there because of you want to na Chief Justice ultimately kan yase meditate yase be bottom there. Yes, I never we were here. And in the man I concern buy ya one kasano. You resign and go to save yourself. But to be subjected to this kind of scrutiny, public offense saying whole of where I concern. For me, I think that is unnecessary. And going forward, these are things people who rise to political prominence must begin to learn. Say it is not always an ADBI fight. If we have trust, if you have respect for the people, there are certain things on our own, we should let it go. In UK, we've seen a number of prime ministers who resign. Now, the most powerful position back where was is to be a prime minister of UK. But people let it go because of the respect they have for people. But in our part of the world, such things will never happen. And the oxygen shen him ya catch us will next 3 hours cry and no the bewu. Oh my power don't go. Oh yes. Pabrane Okasa wo fane. Oh the cat or the bewu. Now I won't Gabi. Or call you and Okura Poma just or was so now man for or more na no. Not a quite you and him. Ojahono bushy form. That is how we are. Power now, you have project power no, but you nyansa how we use it. But the whole essence of power is you use it to serve people. The people must trust and respect us. At any point in time, if that trust and confidence is not there, you become irrelevant. It's not about what you know. It is not about where you've risen to. But in our part of the world, I think there is a lesson everybody anywhere should learn. Say, nipa na wo sumo mo no, eduru ba bi na so mo from mpewa. Men fight it, just go because you are there because the people want you there. And if they don't need you anymore, you have no value to them. And that is the kind of ethics, that kind of values as you put you in a governance system. Now some of these things, because the air cost to you, if all the facts come to bear, now constantly fighting back and forth, the Chief Justice do you think that people have trust in the judiciary anymore? It will not happen. And at the end of the day, the Chief Justice and also a scar be on her conscience, and she will have in mind some individual because definitely she will know her accusers. And at the end of the day, now I don't know how some of these things are going to pan out. So for me, it is very, very important. These things are not emotional. Let us follow through and bring this institution apart. Aside that, and there are several other institutions that we need to do the same thing just to ensure, say, once again, confidence will come home. Once again, people will have trust. Because, Captain, you know very well, say, many of our institutions in recent times have come under some kind of political way. So decisions were being made, were being dictated to them. Bank of Ghana, as a financial institution, or in charge of monetary policies, at some point in time became a printing press. Printing money to finance somebody's foolishness. I know the day no Kenyans as a parliamentarians did demonstration in this country. What happened? The Bank of Ghana governor was bold enough to call themselves somewhere rascals.
But when you ball, a chair Wednesday, yam papa sampi yale. Ya pa. Wanyario. Or if you had 2 weeks, no, 1 year. It's so shocking. Say, I want to make a Czech Republic.
I'm fine,
I'm an uncle, because uncle.
Oh, what's this?
And I think that beyond the no, very nice. He's one person. You go on radio, he will call you. Just say, he's a very fantastic person. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that this thing. I see, but I obeying. Anyway,
Honorable
Captain, me, Chief Justice Assembly, we there. Right? I've always have one opinion on this. When him say, now Embrebe Mosi, the Papa Jasco, events former Speaker Michael Quay, in Parliament. Now Ghanaians raise concern in the corruption and the act in corruption in the Parliament. What the parliamentarians do? They voted him out. One year speaker view, and I'm only back when by this country, Ghana, and I'm Martin Alamisi Amidu. Betray say, Nanado is a low soil of corruption. Just say, or say the president and the presidency is a low soil of corruption. Just say, do corruption na Dubai, as I say, Dubai na low soil. What did Ghanaians do? Ghanaians voted Nana Dankwa for the MPP out. Now, Musa Dankwa acquired in survey. They said about 75% of Ghanaians they don't have trust in the judiciary, and that the judiciary is not a credible institution again. So if these people are also brought in this view and opinion, and there's a due process or be the petition about I'm opinion for the due process to do it. Me, I don't see anything wrong about that. So, over 7 days, 10 days. What's submitted? The committee to sit on it. And then the panel said, Captain, also in the panel, they need 2 people who are not lawyers, ordinary people. There's some call them go to from right. So if it's due fit, some are meaning same way about say, prima facie case needs to establish it. No more recommended for the removal. I think it's the best thing to do. And I side with Ivan. Sure. Yes, see. They say, Mammy, on himself, was suspecting Clophobia around. Then at the end of the day, you end up almost Mammy, no fine on Quanaquatana, judiciary. You know what happened is? Who do you ask them call her? What an hour me, you know? You will find it difficult. I think cleaning up the judicial system is very paramount to us. Because, and then, they say a police for who they ask them call down this car. Almost judiciary is the only place justice. There is the judicial service and I'm the court. Never justice. What mess? Just we will settle it on the street. Yes, we'll settle it on the street.
Your court to be an administrator. We need GH. Your court. Now, Omone, Omai will be you say a qua judge and remand ye. Till you. Omone judge and I can. Just on where you will be. It's you could do, you know, lawyer Baffo and some was supple. That's why you're Mukasawi, you know. Anna, National Security Chief Inspector no prosecuting on behalf of the state, no. Chanani, and I'll catch there. Police for no one, some when you're handcuffed and ready, the judge is coming to remand them. GH boy, the masun.
Hey,
yes.
Can you imagine?
Yes.
How do you know that?
He said it
as a prosecutor.
Yes, he said it. Or friend police, and he said, get the handcuffs ready. They remand them. Judge needs to see the table, no so Troy. Or say, who be a work case now. Facts not presented to the courts now. A chese SSR remanding him.
I see.
Inti.
And the judge no new conscience, no person driving the political lane. Yeah. What would have happened?
Omo granting a bill, no madam ye. Around 11 something, no granting a bill.
That's the way the situation is.
Omo delay ya, madam boy, you 6:45. Nature say court upon register Kofi. No more dey call. And the next agenda is now you call you. Now you say judge in the NDC. Go judge na nye dey almost share. You see from now you call registrar office na you real bill no. You be coffee no me bufu ye. Tonight lawyer ba for say ma me nkasa na me say me kasa. I am prepared to go to jail. Because judge or baba ko so wo form ho no so di masem say you say me be cool me to yi. Oh no so ma me bill. You saw a young girl into judge ne pay me.
Hey,
yes.
That's many. So all politically motivated.
But ye ma wa banye adwuma na ye ma very sensitive position in this country ya. Me ma two individuals. Kojo Afrajan, Georgina Theodora Wood. Look at these two people.
Yeah.
One, Rollins now appointing Kojo Afrajan.
Yeah.
Kojo Afrajan su ne ne ban ne said oye na adwuma nti kufu ntimi enyi di.
Yeah.
Kufu ja ne hokoi. Atamius ebeton no. Ode Mahama ba first time. Answer. Mahama kofa Charlotte Sayaba. Dent na Kojo Afrajan. Obi entimi enyi do. Bisa ho. Why? Dent na Kojo Afrajan obi entimi enyi do. Georgina Wood. Sekufo na boni di.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dent na Professor Mills baye. When you Georgina Wood edi. Musa mo. Nti yan fan say Georgina Wood or MPP ni yan kan sa because Kufo na de Ghana de di one no. Dent na Professor Mills enyi na di.
Nti adukoye ho.
Denti ena Mahama twen ya mama me no ne time so ye. Asa peacefully okọ retirement. Ekira wo say ye wo nipa ne bi wo ho a wo de adwuma ma won say wonye wo memu a. Wo de nipa appointed wo no to nchen. And wo political affiliation to nchen.
Yeah.
Ehwe o man no.
Sure.
Chief Justice we o we. Obeye women organizer wo.
Na adukoye so.
Oh, really?
Adukoye.
Oh.
I don't have that info.
Chairman adukoye so.
It is finished.
That's
That's it is finished.
Captain, it's true because said na music so the conduct so we tie conversation na cause nyina ade ba kwa for highlight arrogance, that kind of attitude.
Yes, and
like
and your cases will be
ward everybody off, that kind of attitude, you know. And I'm say other institutional heads or Adentina obi anko yi obi adi, and people are calling say we, and the petition is not as if President Nakwakocho, it's coming from Ghanaians. And the people who want this woman gone, no, I am more than the president. You understand?
I mean, that is something even shows.
My fancy and Minkaus. I don't know. Now me ya do much na Bank of Ghana story no.
Oh, sir.
Yeah, a Bank of Ghana story. And Nakanda Kana EBB so. Any adini we'll do that story. But let me say this in conclusion to our beautiful ladies in this country. Real women do not ask men for money.
Yes. A lot of fair.
Real women don't ask men for money. Your behavior puts you in our budget.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Oh, Captain.
Inspirational quotation.
I said, we have 1 minute in camp.
okay, okay.
You see, there is this culture. Unze first, you know, not marriage, some kind of slavery engagement. Oba no koko som bema. Bema juma say onhwe oba. But this era,
Slaves.
and there a partnership. You don't go to your friends at the table with nothing. Men, you don't go into this thing with the mentality obi baba shame, and that is the name I idea shaman for a dream. With the very moment I will not buy trim price, I don't the phone buy the credit. You see, when you do some of these things, you expose yourself, and you see,
it's your behavior that
No, sometimes
in our budget.
Oh, it's annoying.
It's really annoying.
It's annoying. It's not a matter of.
But people out, cry.
As I-
Who told you any man?
Yeah, the-
No, Debbie.
No,
That's
but
the fact.
yeah, it's one here what table.
Oh, yeah, you have come here for you.
No, Asam na ye can.
What's the only one in you?
We are
Messi.
seeking to empower.
May say finally, may say real women do not ask men for money.
Maybe they do the it's partnership.
It's your
Yes,
behavior
it's partnership. You
that
empower
puts you
people.
in our budget. Yeah,